Hey everybody, this is Preston Poulter with Pocket Jacks Comics, and today, looking at Heroes in Crisis number 8. Alright, so, what we got here is an Agatha Christie style mystery. So, for those of you who don't read novels, particularly older novels, who's Agatha Christie? Alright, so she was a mystery whodunit writer, and she would frame mysteries in kind of a rather interesting and intriguing way. It was formulaic, but intriguing. Alright, so the famous one being, Murder on the Orient Express, where this body shows up. And then it's pretty obvious from the clues that people observe that the killer had to be somebody in that car. So you kind of quickly narrow it down from the start of the story down to a certain set of characters. And then as the clues are revealed over the course of the novel, our story, we're able to kind of go, was it this guy? Was it that guy? And, okay, you read Murder at the Orient Express, but then there's another Agatha Christie novel, and it's going to follow the same format, but, it's a whole different process. You get to see how good a detective you are, and so, despite the fact it's formulaic, it's still interesting. And so Heroes in Crisis is kind of playing in that ballpark. So we've got our setting here of Sanctuary, which is a place where heroes go when they are really stressed out. Wally West is our murder victim. He has been murdered, along with certain other people, but mainly we're trying to investigate the murder of Wally West. And we start off the series with Harley Quinn accusing Booster Gold of doing it, and Booster Gold accusing Harley Quinn of doing it. And then we get a whole bunch of shows, or a whole bunch of issues, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, the ones that led up to here, kind of giving us various clues to try and help us narrow it down. Who did it? Who killed Wally West? And so finally, in issue 8, it is revealed that the killer of Wally West was Wally West. Alright, interesting. It's certainly a different take on the Agatha Christie format. I don't recall a whole lot of books where it turned out the person who the victim was the victim's murderer, the victim was her own murderer, whatever. All right, but it's all explained right here. And so what we find out is that Wally West was having a bad day. He was doing some drugs. He was feeling disconnected from people, felt like nobody understood him, so he checked into Sanctuary. And part of the procedure at Sanctuary is that the superheroes' confessionals, their shrink talk, is recorded, but those files are deleted. And so what we find out here in issue 8 is that Wally West is a super hacker by virtue of his super speed. So he is able to capture all these erased data files and observe all the confessionals of the superheroes, which drives him further over the edge. And so now, just like the Joker, he was a good man. He's had one bad
madness, as you know, is like gravity. All it takes is a little push.
He's out. Well, he's not quite a villain. He's just stressed out. He wants to be by himself, which you would think, as the fastest man alive, should be fairly easy to arrange. Apparently not. Some people come up on him, and he just snaps and kills them. Kapowie. Alright. And then he decides to arrange the bodies in an elaborate crime scene, including going to the future and killing his future self, which I believe time travel wasn't supposed to be something Flash could do anymore. Whatever. He kills his future self, brings his future self back to the past, where he then, because of his super hacking ability, hacks the VR set of Harley Quinn so that she sees that Booster Gold did it, and then hacks the Booster Gold VR headset so that he sees that Harley Quinn did it. The video feeds he would have fed them, of course, he also has a superpower that he's a pretty good video editor and cinematographer, pretty good with a camera, and so he was able to film the other person doing. He's also very good with disguises. These are things. These are things. All right, so these are things that you didn't know about Flash, but it turns out pretty good with a camera, pretty good with disguises, excellent hacker, time traveler, and rather crazy. So, yes, so going back to our Agatha Christie style thing, and the thing about setting an Agatha Christie style story in the DC universe is that, you know, these are characters that have a history, and so you get to kind of, you know, be really geeky and go, aha, based on my knowledge of Batman, thus and so, I know that this clue means this. But as we learn in this issue, all of the clues that were seen in the prior issues were completely meaningless. They were just red herrings planted by Wally West in framing his own murder. Joke's on you. So this was written by Tom King channeling the Joker, right? I mean, like, the whole thing is just an elaborate waste of time. That's why the Joker wrote this thing, right? He's not a character in here. You would think if you were writing it and the whole thing is just exploring the one bad day theme of the Joker, that the Joker would be a character. Nope. And there you go. There you go. That's Heroes in Crisis number 8. Not to be missed. Run out and grab this. You don't need to read the other 7, because as I mentioned, they're meaningless. So, there you go. Heroes in Crisis number 8. By the way, I have a Kickstarter coming up. Launches on May the 9th for White Lily issue 3. It's about the 2 deadliest female combat pilots in history. The prior 2 issues will also be available, and unlike Heroes in Crisis, the prior story does make a difference, so I recommend you pick that up as well, and they will be available as part of the Kickstarter. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you enjoyed the video. Take care.